Here's an update on the 75 gallon, which houses my bass and pike. It says pike and bass. It's the Peacock Azul from Preditory Fins, Florida. And my pike Cichlid from BI Pets. He's a tiger pike from Venezuela. And he's from Brazil. But they're both fighting over this, who's the most dominant male nonstop. None of these, either one of these fish can be put with any of the other fish in my collection because they'll kill them. But together, it makes for fun conversation. Because they fight, they heal up. They fight, they heal up. They repeatedly do this. And last I checked, the pike was in charge. The bass lost last time. And then the week before that, it was the other way around. So it goes back and forth. Eventually, I hope the Azul will just stop fighting. Azul! Azul! Quit it! What are you doing? Why are you fighting? Is he a jerk? Look at the patterns on that bass, though. $80 is what he cost. Then the shipping to get him here was super expensive. This thing was like, I don't even want to say the price. Under $20. But I think he was wild caught from Brazil. And he's 8 years old now. I don't know where the heck he came from, but he's got like a paw print on one of his sides. Right where his ear would be or whatever, if it was real, if it was human. It's got like a rock on or a paw print or something right there. And I thought it was just a 2-spot cichlid, but it's not. It's way different than any of my other cichlids. These two are the only two that, like, no matter what, they want live food. And that's why there's a couple convicts in their tank. And I try to keep throwing them in here so that they have something to take their frustrations out and eat if they want. And then while I'm doing this update video, I'm just going to go ahead and update everybody on the gourami being tank boss over here. And yeah, she's got a few battle wounds, but because she keeps taking on all the other fish. And Psycho, the angelfish, is just still a psycho. And there's the turquoise severums I looked it up, and that's a red shoulder severum. Every time I even Google the picture on my phone, it's a red shoulder severum, and they were both sold to me from the turquoise tank. And you can see this one's blue. It's definitely blue. I don't know how to move the camera. Well, actually, I do know how to light it up a bit different. There we go. Just put the lights on the front of the tank. There we go. Lights up the whole tank. But yeah, you can see right there. Blue. You can even see the eye difference. I've seen them look closely similar, but now that they've hit adulthood, it's like they both changed. This one's blue forever, and that one's like this orange and red with blue lips. And then the parrotfish, Polly, who's a true parrotfish, true parrot cichlid, was the tank boss, and now he's not anymore. The giant gourami has put him down in this corner. You can come back out, Polly. Polly! Look at how scared the gourami is of my hand. I broke up so many fights by just sticking my hand in there, and I don't want to scar it, because that's the fish that'll probably live the longest and grow the largest. And but I have to break up some of these fights. Not all of them are deadly or anything, like the bass and the pike. They know when to stop, but for the most part, there's gonna be days where, like, sometimes they don't know when to stop. Paul, are you hungry? Now they got food in there. When I first put the true parrot cichlid in this tank, he almost does look like a severum when you look at him. But, a very big severum. But when I first put him in here, that Merlin picture, he fell in love with that and wouldn't move from its side. And there's a firemouth cichlid starting fights. And the whole reason, what is with firemouth cichlids starting fights around here? the catfish has been throwing up because it wants to eat all my other fish. It's doing this technique. I looked it up. It's actually a technique. They throw up all their food, cloud the water, and then start trying to kill the other fish while the water conditions are bad because they can withstand it. Yeah, she's being evil. Like, straight river monster right there, man. She's breaking my pumps every time I set them back up to clean it. She's breaking the pumps. And she really wants to eat that firemouth cichlid right there next to her head and this bass. Where's my bass? I keep having to come check and make sure it's alive. There it is. You can see the silhouette down there. Kind of hard to see him. There's a few minnows in there, but they don't really care. The bass likes the minnows, but she doesn't. There's the bass. Hey, baby! It's a female peacock. She killed the male, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can let me know in the comments below. Is this bass a male? I think it's a male. You can almost see the head hump starting to form, but you can't really tell right away on the peacock bass without venting them. I don't know, the back fin looks a little really round, and a lot of times cichlids will develop like even a small ponytail spot, pointy spot or whatever. But I think that's a head hump. Yeah, I think it's a male. And sometimes they even change, like these severems. They both looked male to me, and now they're trying to breed. It's so strange. Pretty fish. Very mesmerizing. Not scared of anything. You could put your hand right up there. There's no run. They'll actually come to you if you put your hand somewhere else. But look, the gourami's running around. But I just don't want her to eat my bass and stuff because honestly, she will never stop growing, and this tank's already too small for her, and that's why she's doing it. It's just she don't want to share a tank, and I don't think the bass wants to share a tank either. I think the bass is ready to probably get this 90-gallon to himself, and then I'm gonna take all these fish and put them in the pond, and she's gonna get a 300-gallon or find another home if that don't work. But honestly, like this bass, I really wanted to keep in a tank by itself too, like single fish exhibit kind of thing. But the bass and the pike, I really can't break up. It's just like, I don't know, it's not sick entertainment because they're not, I don't know, they're not bad. Like, it took them time to get used to each other, and I'd be stupid to remove them now that they're used to each other, used to the fights. Hey, buddy. Because honestly, it brings out their colors, and without it, they're pretty much bored. But they are some stunning, crazy fish. Pike's just got that bottom jaw strength, and he can dart. He's super fast. He can live in river currents. Probably why he chooses the head with the more current. And then the peacock bass is super fast too, and its mouth size is just, he could swallow that pike up with it. He could kill it. I know he could. And I've actually been bit by a peacock bass. They thrash and stuff, and their teeth are so bad, they hurt. They skin your fingers. He stares at himself all day long, though. So maybe when I introduce the bass together, maybe they'll just have to have this pond together. And who knows, I'll let some peacock bass breed. That'd be pretty cool. I would love to. I've bred the other cichlids, but never bred the peacock bass. I just don't think it's the appropriate time. She's kind of big. That's cool when she swims like that. I did notice the tail of the catfish is healing up and all that. And I noticed she wants to hide her eyes from the light no matter what. So maybe I'll make her a bucket, and that might make her stop being so angry. Like a bucket with a something to stick to the floor. Baby girl! Baby girl! Baby girl! Ow, 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 ow. But no, the other fish do not like it when I kill that light. Because, like, look, the bass is all the way up to the top of the water, as high as he can be, ready to run. She's been bad lately, man. I just changed all this filtration. I changed all the filters in there, all the carbon, and then she threw up twice, and I've had to bail out. I don't know if you see how big this pond is, but I've had to bail out half the water twice within the past 2 days. So I've emptied this thing once within this week. So I'm not doing it anymore. If she throws up really, really bad this time, I'm not feeding her anymore, honestly. I'm going to wait for a while. Make sure she's still healthy, because she looks healthy. She's still got a gut on her. She still eats. But maybe I just need to slow down on feeding her, because I need to slow down on feeding her, or try to catch that firemouth that's loose in there. Or just let her turn out the lights and let her get it. Because honestly, I don't know if you've ever tried catching a fish like a firemouth in a pond. They change color and you literally will lose them. It's crazy. You gonna move, baby? You gonna move, baby? Rockabye catfish? Ow, 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 ow. Just don't eat my fishies. She's getting super big, guys. Put a lot of money into that fish. Money I didn't have. Sold guitars and amps to save that fish's life. So it just gets irritating when I finally got a little financially stable and got my stuff back together, and now I'm been broke, living, barely getting enough food stamps to even feed me or the fish. I prepare all their meals too. I don't buy store-bought all the time because I can't afford it. It used to be I made enough off the rescue to feed the fish. But now it's gone to the point to where I'm having to use my money to feed the fish. And the guitar money. So I've also been giving away free fish with just the purchase of a tank. They just gotta, I just want to make sure they have the right size tank, or even if it's a small fish that doesn't need a big tank, maybe they need a quarantine tank for the time being, something to fund the next meal for the fish. So yeah, that's what I got going on. And that's the update on these crazy guys. Beautiful though. I don't know why they're trying to breed in there. This fish is only... What up, Gyarados? Of course you gotta poke your nose in everybody's business. He's a huge hot dog fish that's very, like, well-behaved. Well, not all the well-behaved. He will, if a fish is lazy, he will try to eat them. But all these marks are from her trying to breed. That one trying to breed with it, so. Angelfish is doing good, though. But yeah. Maybe in the spring I'll get all the tanks sold up and I'll be able to put all these in the same room and cut down the cost by running no heaters and have the room at a certain temperature. That firemouth's awful mean too. Let's figure some stuff out. I'm always having to. Let's see if I still got one of them clown plecos. If I do, it's not here. Oh, there it is. Right in front of us. Yes, clown pleco. Beautiful they are.